Today's video is sponsored by the lovely people over at AOA.com. If you're looking for a couple million runes, a shiny new weapon, or some fancy equipment, AOA has got you covered. Better yet, use code EXPLOITS when you check out for 3% off your order. Don't worry, this technique isn't using Mohg shackles. Unfortunately, no Mohg cheesing technique has come close to our beloved gravestone hopping trick. But lucky for you, this one's just as good, and you won't need any hard to find or rare items. So you will need a bow. I'm assuming you know what this is and where to find one, so don't go writing in my comment section asking what a bow is. You're also going to need 50 to 100 poison arrows, which this merchant in Caelid sells an infinite supply of. I'm assuming you know how to get to the Mohg boss fight. If not, all you've got to do to trigger the quest line is to head over to the first step, Site of Grace, and interact with the message just in front of you after beating Radahn, which we have a one-hit glitch video to make things easier right here. So step 1, now that you've got your arrows and you know where Mohg is, head up the lift to the boss door. If this is your first time fighting Mohg, walk straight in, trigger the cutscene, and let him kill you. This is to make sure he's standing in the room for the cheese. Now you've spawned back in, get back on the lift and head back up to the boss door. 2. We're going to use the old gravestone maneuver, so hop from the lift up to the short gravestone and then up to the tallest one. From here you should be able to see Mohg standing at the end of the room, looking real smug. Well, you're about to wipe that look off of his face. Step 3. Equip your bow and aim down sight with it. Aim just above Mohg's head, right here. Fire off as many arrows as you can in rapid succession. Mohg won't take any damage from your arrows, but he will begin building up poison damage after 15 to 20 arrows. So there seems to be a new failsafe that the devs put in, where once Mohg staggers with you outside of the boss door, he'll stop taking any damage, and he becomes impenetrable. After he staggers, none of your arrows will connect with him, but this also triggers a very handy glitch. If you wait for his life bar to stop going down from the poison, and then enter the room, Mohg will not move, he'll be frozen. And you can go and slap him to your heart's content. I found 2 of the best techniques here is to hit him with either the incantation Swarm of Flies, which can be found near the Palace Approach Ledge Road Site of Grace. Just follow the path I'm taking now and you'll find it. The other way that I used was hitting him with Rotten Breath. This melts away his health quite quickly. The Dragon Altar to acquire Rotten Breath is here. Or you could just keep hitting him with a weapon, but be sure to leave enough time in between each hit, or you'll stagger him and he'll be back to moving around and one-shotting you. One thing to note here is if you go too far behind him, he'll snap out of his frozen state and destroy you. And if his health is low enough, he'll just go straight into his second phase health stealing move. Then once you've killed him, the mist will disappear and you'll get the remembrance, the runes, and everything in between.